Hey, before I get this lesson started, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakakodash, and double honors to the elders, to the apostles of the great millstone of whom I learned from. And a shalom to the hopefully elect, 144,000 chosen, taking this truth to the four corners of the earth, bidding the elect spirits to the marriage supper of the Lamb, who is Yahawashi. This is your brother Adah. I got to do this lesson, man. It's Sunday. I'm in my lazy Sunday mood. So the algorithms brought this. This is a married woman. She has a husband. Okay, I'm not and I follow the doctrine of GMS, where I understand that women are supposed to keep their mouth shut and get in order. And right now, it's the men of the Lord who understand this may come off as a little hard-hearted or cruel. It's only because we live in such a perverted and inverted society where Esau, the so-called white man, in his rulership has been used by Yahweh to be the fulfillment of a lot of prophecies in the scriptures. And one of those prophecies was the punishment that the men of the Lord, which then would trickle on into the other men of the other nations, that we would experience with our women because of our adulteries. In the scriptures, the daughter of Zion is dark speech. It's a mystery. It's what's the word? It's lyrical poetic description for the actual men of Israel. The daughter of Zion is not speaking about the women of Zion, though it includes the women. The daughter of Zion is specifically speaking to the head, to the headship, to the top part of that society. And if you liken a society to a body, you have the head, the face, the neck, the chest, the waist, the legs, the feet, so and so. The daughter of Zion is specifically talking about the elders, the men, the prophets, the orators, the captains of 50, the captains of hundreds, the artificers, all of the men with skill. You know, your priests, your prophets, your the men, the husbands. I want you to look at this. Her entire page is like this. I just found her page, and she is constantly going in on the women of Israel, mainly the tribe of Judah. Now she's not awake. Okay, her husband's probably not awake, but they have been granted this as a lot at this time in the earth to see what it's sort of what it's like when a woman is in order. Sorta, right? Again, she doesn't know that I don't believe she's not speaking about Yahawashi. I don't even think she's speaking about Jebus. She's just been granted the ability to be a level-headed wife and is honoring her husband, has children, and she cannot stand. And she's also not trying, you tell me, she's not trying to be a coon. She ain't trying to please masses. She gives two fucks about what white people think. She's pissed off at her nation. She's grieved with what she sees in her nation, and she's not even awake, you guys. I want to let this play in all of her videos like this. Check this out. And I'm going to get some precepts on us because this particular video made me think as a hopeful elect concerning Yahawashi, and then how we are supposed to be toward Yahawashi, how Yahawashi is concerning his father. And then when you look in Daniel chapter 5 or 9, I believe it's chapter 5, you see all of the Alahayim on the right hand and on the left hand side tending unto Yahweh on his beck and call, waiting, presenting ideas and thoughts to play out in the earth, taking orders and carrying them out. And Yahweh is the husbandman. Yahawashi is the husbandman. Everyone else that caters unto him, that serves him, is likened unto a comely woman, you guys. Well, at least with the Alahayim and with the elect of Yasharallah of Israel. So you can see an attitude. I want you to see what this girl's saying. Listen to what she's saying.
When that man walk in the house, get off that phone, girl. I don't know why when I say that, people get so shocked. Like girls are like, what? What do you mean get off the phone? Like, get off the phone. And I've talked about this before. But it's like, when your man walks in the house, why are you entertaining people outside of your house? Like, this is literally the leader of your house. He done worked all day. He done made all the money. He done paid all the bills. And if he's in construction or working outside, working hard, you know what I mean? Those are hard jobs. And he comes home and you on the phone like, bitch, you fucking lying. Nobody trying to hear that. You see how I scared the fuck out of you like that? Nobody trying to hear that. You know what I mean? Get off the phone. And I said this in my live, and the other girls are like, what? What? Like, is that not common courtesy? You know what I mean? Even if your mom comes over or your dad comes over, I would hope that you're not on the phone. Like, you're there in your place, your residence, your home, the place where you're how do you call it? Your protection place. I don't know what y'all call it, but you know, your sanctuary, that's what it's called. You're in your sanctuary. Why are you allowing other things to interrupt the flow of your sanctuary? It should be all about you guys when that man gets home.
Okay. Now, I'm going to save this because I don't want to lose her page. She's got a lot of videos like this. And again, I'm not promoting the exaltation of a woman speaking. I'm using this young lady as an example because she is at the best that she can do right now, honoring her husband. It doesn't sound like they're in the truth. She doesn't even know Yahawashi, you guys. Her husband doesn't know Yahawashi. She was mainly speaking about the physical attributes of their marriage, but from a spiritual perspective, because her husband is the king and priest of that home, and she serves him. Now let's look at some precepts real quick. Let's go into the Salakia for that. Let's go into. First of all, let's lay some foundation. We are likened unto a comely woman. I have likened. Let me see. The men as a comely, or the daughter of Zion, Salakia. I have likened the daughter of Zion. The daughter of Zion as a comely woman. Let me see if that's. Look at this. Right? So, right there. So, Jeremiah, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely woman. So, he's not talking about a woman. I have likened a woman to a comely woman? No. The daughter of Zion is poetic speech for the men of Israel, all the warriors, all the prophets, all the elder men with gray hair and beards, the fathers, the upcoming sons, the men, the captains of 50. These are masculine men, but they have the law, statutes, and commandments, and they have the name of Yahweh on them. So they are his wife. Okay? So you got to see this foundation, just like how King Solomon, Ban Malak Dawadah, the son of David, Yahawashi, in one of his lots, likens the wisdom of Yahweh, the Most High, to a comely, beautiful woman. He's always talking about, let's go to Proverbs real quick. You got to see all these. Just see these Proverbs. Proverbs is likened unto a lady. Okay? She's, boom. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding. See, all of this right here is likened unto a woman with breasts and milk and a wife of your youth. If you go all throughout the Proverbs, the wisdom of Yahweh is likened unto this virgin woman, this beautiful woman, this wife, this wise woman, mother, daughter, all these respectful descriptions of a woman, the honorable position of a woman. That's how wisdom is likened unto. To receive the instructions of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity. To give stability to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. See, these are all the benefits of her. To understand a proverb, the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. See, that the dark sayings is an example of when you call the wisdom of the Father a lady or a woman. You're not being perverse like they do on the left-hand side. It's just a dark saying. It's a riddle. It's meant to be coded so that only specific groups of people who happen to be the elect can interpret it. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. My son, hear the instruction of the Father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. That's talking about wisdom. For they shall be an ornament and grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. Now I'm going to jump to, let me see. This is verse 5. Nope. Chapter 5 right here. My son, attend unto my wisdom and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman. Now, who's this woman? This is the philosophies of Esau on the left-hand side. It's not talking about a woman. It's talking about another form of wisdom that's contrary to the wisdom that is allotted for us on the right hand side. This goes into your Chaldean witchcraft. This goes into your feminism, your humanism, your science. The vibration of the world underneath Esau on the left hand side. For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and as honeycomb, honey is likened unto wisdom on the right hand side. So there's a type of wisdom that's counterfeit on the left hand side. For the lips of a strange woman drop. She sounds wise. She sounds like wisdom on the right hand side, but she's not. She's counterfeit. For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps take hold on hell. Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life, her ways are movable, that thou cannot know them. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house, lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years unto a cruel. Lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger. And thou mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof. Hold on, let me jump down. Okay, here we go. Now this switches back. Look at 15. This is where it goes back to the other woman, the wisdom on the right hand side, the Holy Spirit, the wisdom of the Father. But it's likened unto a woman. Drink waters out of thine own cistern, and running waters out of thine own well. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets. Let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. It says plural. Well, we know we can have multiple wives. It's going to throw some of you off, but we can have multiple wives. So what is this talking about? This is talking about the anointing. This is talking about the spirit of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. This is talking about the breath that we see Adam receive in Genesis, and that we see the elect receive in Ezekiel 37. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let her be as a loving hind in pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. This is going into the precepts. This is going into the statutes, the commandments, the prophecies, the proverbs, the new song. The breasts are the precepts. How Peter says, desire the sincere milk of the word. And I believe it's in Song of Solomon, honey and milk are under thy tongue, talking about Yahawashi, talking about King Solomon. And I believe Jonathan, when he dipped his staff in honey and he ate honey, he said, see how my eyes have been enlightened. When King Saul was tripping out on King David. And if you go into somewhere in Proverbs, it talks about the honey and the honeycomb, and how wisdom and knowledge are like that. You got to understand, these are the dark sayings of the scriptures. Let her be as the loving hind. Let the spirit of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding be ravished with that love at all times, ye daughters of Zion, you men of Israel. Okay, we are betrothed unto Yahawashi. We are betrothed unto Yahweh by the blood of Yahawashi. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. Now look at 20. Why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman? Why would you meddle with foreign philosophies? Why would you deal with Freemasonry? Why would you dabble with the satanic left-handed practices? Why would you dabble with Renaissance Western Christianity? That's a strange woman. That is Renaissance Western Christianity. Catholicism is that's the great whore, you guys. America is likened unto a whore. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravaged with a strange woman and embrace the bosom of a stranger? For the ways of man are before the eyes of Yahweh, and he pondereth all his goings. His own iniquity shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sin. He shall die without instruction. See, when you deal with the whore, when you deal with the strange woman, meaning the philosophies, you're going to die without instruction, because the wisdom, the wife of your youth, that woman, she gives instruction to the elect. Can you see that? So he will die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. Now let's go back to that video. I saved it. I want to show you.
When that man walk in the house, get off that phone, girl.
Why? Because you ain't got no business. He is your business. You don't have anything to be talking about with nobody, being a busybody. Your entire focus should be your husband. Why? Because in a perfect world, your husband, the real work that he's doing. So she's going to mention construction and work. What's the work that the men of the Lord do? We're doing the work of the Father. Yahawashi said he has to be about his Father's business, right? He was 12 years old when he said that. Should I not be about my Father's business? And if you go, listen.
I don't know why when I say that, people get so shocked. Like girls are like, what? What do you mean get off the phone? Like,
what do you mean pay attention to my husband? What do you mean do my Father's business? What do you mean put down my idle talk, my idle speech, my idle life? This is the state that we are in right now. Liken this woman to a prophet, okay? Just bear with me. Just liken her unto a man who's considered a comely woman, and he's declaring to the other man, hey, put down the phone and focus on your man when he comes home. What's that likened unto? The prophets in the streets. When you guys are on the street corner, when you guys are doing your lessons in front of these cameras, when you see GMS, the man standing in front of the camera, declaring the wisdom. Wisdom has lifted up her voice. How long will you be simple, right? What does it say in Proverbs? How long will you love simplicity? Now I got to pull that. It's in Proverbs. I don't know if it's Proverbs 7. Wisdom has lifted up her voice. That's what you see in the streets, you guys. I don't know if it was in the beginning, so Salaki. Okay, look, so doth not wisdom cry and understanding put forth her voice? Look, Proverbs 8:2. It was 8, I'm sorry. She standeth in the top of high places, by the way in the places of the paths. Okay? Unto you, O man, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. O ye simple, understand wisdom. Because without wisdom, you are simple. And ye fools, those of you who say there is no power, there is no God, be ye of an understanding heart. Have your mind opened. Verse 6, hear, for I will speak of excellent things. Man, this is awesome. And the opening of my lips shall be like right things. Okay, for my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. We know that goes into Esau. Verse 8, all the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is nothing froward or perverse in them. Verse 9, they are all plain to him that understand, and right to them that find knowledge. Receive my instruction, and not silver and knowledge, rather than choice gold. What is this young lady saying right here, bro? Put the phone down, put down your business, and pick up the business of
when that man walking.
Put down your business, chasing the bag, learning these false philosophies, and perceive and chase after Yahawashi through the prophets that are declaring this voice, this doctrine on the streets, on the internet. Listen to what she's saying, you guys.
House, get off that phone, girl. I don't know why when I say that, people get so shocked. Like girls are like, what? What do you mean get off the phone? Like, get off the phone. And I've talked about this before.
And just like you see with us declaring this truth, what do you see our people doing? They just walk by. They're busy. They scoff. They mock. Right?
Like, when your man walks in the house, why are you entertaining people outside of your house? Like, this is literally the leader of your house.
And that right there. Look, let's get it. Look, let's go to Daniel. You see this. There's a whole bunch more. Okay, I'm gonna pull the whole chapter. This whole chapter is fire. This is. I'm trying to spiritualize what we are seeing with this young woman. She's a Judite, right? I'm positive that she's married to an Israelite man as well. They're just not awake, but they have a decent lot, a pretty decent one. It appears to have a marriage that understandable in 2025, because there's so many women that don't even think like her. Look at this. We're going to go into Daniel. You guys got to see this. I believe it's Daniel 5. Let me just, the Ancient of Days. You got to see this, man. The Ancient of Days. Okay, so the Most High, Salakia is 7. My bad. So I beheld, look at this. Daniel's getting a vision of the rulerships falling down. And he also gets a vision of the Most High and all that are around about him. Daniel 7 and 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. So this is, listen, we got to break this down. He's seated because he's royal. He's seated because he's lofty. He's seated because he is the highest. So he is literally sitting down. Okay, he's lifted up and exalted, and he's sitting down on his throne, as others who are very powerful are all standing, because they are in service to him and they are waiting on him. They're not on the fucking phone. And these are powerful Allahayim, you guys, fireful beings who travel in chariots known as UFOs. I'm going to read it. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like pure wool. His throne was the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. So he's got a whole fleet of military weaponed transporting a craft around his throne. A fiery stream, verse 10, a fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. So he's got a river of fire just coming out of his belly. It's just coming out of his throne. He's the source of the Spirit. This is wisdom, knowledge, understanding, smoke, lightning, thunder, voices. This is all coming out of him. He's the source of it. He's the fount of living water, okay? Yahawashi is here. All the left-hand Allahim, Michael, Gabriela, all of the Uriel, they're all here, bro. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him. They're not on the fucking telephone, you guys. You got to see this. And 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set and the books were open. Can you see? Now let's get this video. Here's a fun question. Let's get this video. Look.
When that man walk in the house, get off that phone, girl. I don't know why when I say that, people get so shocked. Like girls are like, what? What do you mean get off the phone? Like, get off the phone. And I've talked about this before. But it's like, when your man walks in the house, why are you entertaining people outside of your house? Like, this is literally the leader of your house. He done worked all day. He done made all the money. He done paid all the bills. And if he's in construction or working outside, working hard, you know.
What's Yahweh doing? He's building. He's got the left and right hand, the right and left hand, Allahayim, coming to and fro. From this very precept is what's happening. Orders, thoughts, wisdoms, instructions are being given to the Allahayim, and they're coming to the earth, and they're making it happen with the kings of the earth. What does it say? Remember, right here, these are the hands and the eyes of the Lord. I'm going to read it to you again. Daniel 7:9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. That's the Father, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as the burning fire. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands and thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened. I beheld then because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake. So that's going into Esau. So this is, I want to find the one really quick. I was probably at the chapter before, the chapter before, or the verse before. They brought him, they brought him, they brought him to the Ancient of Days. Talking about Yahawashi, Ancient of Days. Let me see. Yeah, it was right. And I saw in the night vision, and behold, one like the Son of Man. So that's Yahawashi. And he came with the clouds. These are all the chariots. These are the UFOs of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given unto him dominion. So Yahawashi is being honored, right, by his Father, who is the Most High, who sits on this throne, surrounded by all these powerful beings. Nobody's talking on the fucking phone. Everyone's focused on what's going on different levels, right? And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit. So and then there's another one. Oh, I gotta find it. I think it's in Revelation. He that sat, or he that stood, he that sat on the cloud. Let me see. He that sat on the cloud. Let me see. I'm trying to. So this is Yahawashi. Okay. And he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle. Let me go back. Salakia, give me some time. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud sat. Okay. Look at this. Revelations 14. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud. That's a chariot. That's a UFO. And upon the cloud, one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud. Look at this. Thrust in thy sickle. So Yahawashi, in all of his glory, right, is in a chariot. He's in the most Bugatti, armor-plated, pimped out, just giving you some. He's in a whip. He is in an interdimensional whip that can transport and go to war at the change of a thought or a word. It can turn into whatever he wants it to be, but it's royal and it's high and lifted up, and he's in this, and he's waiting on his Father to send him. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having one on his head. He's got a golden crown, so he's all decked out, and in his hand a sharp sickle. Verse 15. And another angel came out of the temple. So this angel's coming from an even closer position to the Father, to the Most High. He's one of those powerful beings that surrounded the throne where the Most High is sitting with all those wheels of fire. So he's coming from there. That angel's not on the telephone. That angel's not too busy to be taking orders. Why? He's being sent to tell Yahawashi, who's also not on the telephone. He's waiting to get orders. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. He's going to harvest the earth now. And he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. And another angel that was in the presence of the Most High came out. He also isn't on the telephone talking about being all loud, doing his own thing. And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar. Do you see what's happening, you guys? Which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of power. This is your war in heaven. And the winepress, and this is also the beaming up of the elect. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse's bridle, by the space of 1,600 furlongs. That's Isaiah 63, 1-4. Nobody's talking on the phone. Everybody's waiting, making eye contact, focusing their ear on the voice as the one to take orders. Listen to what I'm trying to say. Listen to what I'm trying to say with this young lady.
When that man,
This is the wife of a man. She understands her marriage. Now, this is a low-level version of what I'm saying. But compared to what we see and is happening in 2025, she's got a better comprehension of marriage and honor and respect to her husband than most people do. And because she has that, she's able to send out rebuke when she sees disorder amongst her people. And she's likened unto the prophets right now. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. I'm not trying to exalt this female in an incorrect stem. I'm trying to open up your spiritual eyes. Can you see the parallels? She is just like these guys right here. Any random GMS camper is going to show up. Bam, there's one. He's married. This gentleman, he's very wise. This is one of the elders out of, I believe it's Mississippi. Okay.
Why did God make us nation that has forgotten the Most High?
He's doing what you see her doing. This man is betrothed. This man right here is betrothed to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahawashi. And because he's betrothed to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahawashi, he is in order and he is able to see disorder and declare it. How long will ye simple love simplicity? Has wisdom not lifted up her voice? Come and receive instruction. Okay, there's going to be another one. Let's get another one. There's another brother out of the elder out of Hawaii.
Off and submitting them to a set of restrictions. And it's the same thing Jake go through today here in America.
Same thing. Here go the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. These men have been doing it for 40 years. They've been faithful. There goes Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Gabar. They are married. They are betrothed. They are married. They are betrothed. Just like we see with this young lady here in her.
when that man walked,
Okay, talking about that man, talking about her husband, the focus, and she's telling other wives, you need to be the same way with your husbands. What she is requesting and what she is declaring is not a grievous thing. It's not bad what she's saying. Yet she gets pushed back. That is how out of order the earth is, man. This woman is not promoting any type of wickedness. Now, she needs to know Yahawashi like her husband. And without Yahawashi and her husband, if they don't repent and wake up, they will be destroyed in the future destruction of America. But they will be born again in the kingdom. But right now, we're using them as an example, like this. And what these men are doing is they're crying out, they're lifting up their voice, and they're making our people know their sins, and they're making our people hear the words of prophecy, just like it says in 2nd Esdras to do. It says that in 2nd Esdras. Okay, let's pull it. Make my people to know the words of prophecy. I'm paraphrasing, to know the words of prophecy. Man, Kahala. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahawashi. B'Hashem Rakakodash. The water Yahweh B'Hashem Yahawashi. Prophecy, let me see. Oop. I believe that's it. Behold, speak thou, yes. Okay, that was what I was looking for. 2nd Esdras 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. What's the next verse say? And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity, that word incredulity is lack of belief or inability or refusal to believe. Let not the incredulity of them, let not their refusal to believe, let not their inability to believe, or let not the unbelief of them trouble thee, that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. I'm going to stop it there and come back to here. Again, I'm going to keep going back and forth. I want you guys to see this.
when that man walked in the house, get off that phone, girl. I don't know why when I say that, people get so shocked. Like
Why? Because what does it say right here? Their inability, their refusal to believe. That's what it is. Women are rebellious, and on a lower level, you're saying I'm supposed to have faith in my husband. I'm showing you're supposed to respect and honor and bow down to your husband. And then they start freaking out. But that's how it is. That's the order. You have the Most High, and then you have the Elohim. We just showed you that in Daniel. The Elohim are taking orders from the Most High. They're not bucking up against them. And then the Elohim are coming to Yahawashi and telling Yahawashi, even though Yahawashi is the head, underneath Yahawashi is honoring his father by waiting at a distance so that his father can officially send him a messenger to tell him what to do. It's all order. No one's kicking back, and then on the bottom of that you have the men of the Lord, and then on the bottom of the women is and the bottom of the men are the women, and the women are out of order. But the women are out of order because of why? Let's get it real quick. Because we fucked up. We did sin. How long will thou go about backsliding daughter? Remember, the daughter of Zion is talking about the men. How long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? It's talking about us. For Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. What does this mean? A woman will she'll go around a man's authority. This is the punishment that we are experiencing right now because of our past adulteries. This is also why our women are so fucking out of control. We had something to do with it. So that you women that hear us, we're admitting that, but you guys got to get fucking back in order too, though, or you're going to be destroyed. If we don't get in order, we're going to be destroyed.
When that man walk in the house, get off that phone, girl. I don't know why when I say that, people get so shocked. Like girls are like, what? What do you mean get off the phone? Like, get off the phone. And I've talked about this before, but it's like when your man walks in the house, why are you entertaining people outside of your house? Like, this is literally the leader of your house. He done worked all day. He done made all the money. He done paid all the bills. And if he's in construction or working outside...
And the Most High and his son, Yahawashi, are in construction. They built the universe. They built all the nations. They built the earth. And Esau, the so-called white man, says it's all because of evolution, that there is no God, and he wants to be God. So there's a lot in this. I just saw this young lady. Her whole page is like this. Her whole page is her rebuking. See, look, welcome to Block Nation. I block on the first offense. And I can guarantee you 98% of what when she means by block, she's talking about other women. This girl has set her, I hope her and her husband wake up, because she is, watch, I'm just going to, just any random.
Women create single family households. There, I said it. Y'all do. Y'all make yourselves single moms and then y'all blame everybody else for it. Because at the end of the day...
See? She's... Man, pray this sister wake up, man. Because she's fiery, bro. She's just... Our people need to fucking hear this shit.
If it's your body, your choice, right? Most women don't believe in that concept unless it's a nigga she really ain't fucking with like that. Yeah, she'll get rid of the baby. You know, or if she really is fucking with the nigga real tough and she really believe by getting rid of the baby, you know, they might have a better chance of working out. She might do it. But 9 times out of 10, she looks at that baby as a form of setup. She getting welfare, she getting Section 8. And
Esau, the so-called white man, is also behind the way he writes his laws to create social engineering, which means you govern the minds into the direction you want it to go, so that many years later, once you release a decree or a law, a wicked decree, that it creates this. And then they get up on television and talk shit about you. And I believe that's in Habakkuk. Woe to them who put the bottle to your mouth and cause you to become drunk and then speak about your nakedness. I'm paraphrasing it. That's all you, but she's focusing on our people like we're supposed to. But Esau was the reason. He was the one that engineered this. But she sees it.
All this other stuff that she's going to get from the benefits of the baby. And most of the time, keeping a nigga around, which a lot of women don't want to admit, they didn't want to keep that nigga around. Then all of a sudden, you kick the baby. Then all of a sudden, he a bum-ass nigga, and he this, and the fifth. But he wasn't that when you was keeping the baby after he asked you not to. So you are a single mom by choice. 9 times out of 9. 10 times out of 10, you are a single mom by choice. Because if you didn't like that nigga, if you really wasn't fucking with him, that baby gonna be up there with grandma, grandpa, Aunt Jackie, Uncle Becky, whoever else, St. Jude, Jesus, whoever else is there to greet that motherfucker at the end of that surgery. Because you ain't gonna keep no baby you don't want. That's the end of it. The fact that multiple of you have went out and found my address and my location to cause harm to my children for saying the unruly behavior of the black girls that I witnessed at the Six Flag theme park is beyond me. The amount of
So that's what started it. I don't want to, I'm just showing you her page. If some of you guys are interested, she's got some material on here that can be used spiritually. But again, I wanted to point out the fact that she was being, what's this? This was let me see, was that the one? Where is the one that I used? Right here.
when that man walk in the house, get off that phone, girl.
And we are supposed to focus on our Father and Yahawashi, because we are likened unto a comely woman. We are betrothed to them, to him. We are the wife, and he is the head, man. Nothing twisted, nothing kinky, nothing left-handed, no Hollywood weirdo shit. That's what the scriptures say. So I pray that this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakagodash, and double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone, of whom I learned from, and a shalom to the hopeful elect, 144,000, taking this truth to the four corners of the earth, bidding the elect spirits of Yasharala to the marriage supper of the Lamb, who is Yahawashi. This is your brother Radah. Shalom.